Hello, welcome back. Last time I got to the end of Homeland, and I could go on to the next level, but there's a bunch of cleanup I want to do here first. That's not what I want. What's the button? That'll show me where the button is. F2, save game. That's what it is? Alright. So I'm gonna be very clear about what that save is. That's before cleaning up this level. I want some exploration. I don't have the money to get in here. I may be able to get it. I should be able to get it. Okay, so I do want to step into the treasure crypt to see what that is. I'll do a little quick save before then if I'm happy with my other choices up to that point. I own one, in this game they call this a yellow key, I think. Though it doesn't tell me there. So green would get me those things. Not a great trade, honestly. Green keys are valued at somewhere around twice as much as yellow. Okay, so tell me one more time. Let's learn what some of these commands do, the ones that I haven't used yet. So we got lock, use weapon, use shield, shift tab, nothing, control tab, nothing, 0. There is no door to lock here, right, okay, so closed door you're standing on, that kind of lock. Use accessory tab, don't have one. Special command, won't do anything. Battle stats equals, show score minus. No monster info. Right, so this is how the thing that I wanted... Yeah, there we go. So that's how I could examine your stats without being in the room with you. 70 health, 70 attack, 10 defense, 3 Grek. Okay, and all of those. Cool. So then... Yeah, so green keys, point-wise, are valued at double yellow. Blue keys are 3 times yellow. Skeleton keys are the same as blue, which makes sense because they just open any door, including Grekel. So they're interchangeable with Grekel value, I think. And then there are shovels, which I haven't encountered yet. Okay, so then by this system, in terms of raw points, right, defense is valued less than attack somehow. So in terms of points, this is an even trade. This is a loss of 2. So this is a value of 8 behind the door that costs 10 to open. This is a value of 10 behind the door that costs 10 to open. If you want to judge purely by point value, that would be how to do it. Okay, instead of just walking around, let's look. What do I wish to get right now? Definitely this. So the question is, do I do anything about this antlion first? Unlikely unless I'm specifically picking up defense before that. So now, there's a snowball effect with picking up stats. So even if it seems like a poor trade point-wise early on, the amount of benefit I would get out of it may make that worth it. This I certainly want. I probably want to fight some of these monsters. That I certainly want if I'm taking the other one that costs more. That's the cheapest yellow key, very easy to get. That's pretty inexpensive, and I should trade it for this, because that's very worthwhile, I'm pretty sure. This is quite poor, so that's 10 for 5. Point-wise then, how do I judge this trade? Divided by 40, so to equal 10 points. Divided by 40? Yeah, so 400 health is worth a yellow key by these point values. Now again, this is not... that's just one way to judge. There are many other ways to value the things that I'm picking up. This is a great idea. I should take that nowish. I almost should have taken that before the goblin, but no, the goblin opened up... I didn't need the health then. Always pick up health as late as possible. Both for stuff like Hot Tile and Ontlik if those are present, and also just so that the things you have to pay for it may get cheaper. Okay, so that gives me a decent idea of what I'm looking at. Do I have... was there anything that had any, like, order dependency on it? This and this. And that if I would take it. Okay, so how many keys? Green for this. It's not terrible. Again, like, I value defense higher than the game does. So no matter what the point value is, it's worth picking up to me. Because I know what it's good for. Yeah, I want to go over here, but I need 30 Greckles for it, and I'm not sure I'm going to get that on this level without going out of my way. I may go out of my way. So right, keys. 1 yellow, no, 2 yellow, 1 green, counting what I already have on me. 3 yellow, 1 green. I know it's just 1 green, so just count yellows. So that's 3 so far. 4, 5, 6, 7. So knowing that I want all of those... Alright, so then which ones are guarded by monsters? Oh yeah, we're going to this level, absolutely. That amount of detail. I may get 6... Okay, so 6 attack saves 16 damage there. 7 would save 7. So absolutely no interest in waiting for this unless I'm getting defense first. So Wraithwings will get cheaper before the end of the level. 16 is not 0, it's some. Mud Babies? Yes, same threshold as Wraithwing. Okay, so avoid Wraithwing and Mud Baby fights until 6 more attack. Like, for example, definitely don't pick up that key because I can save 32 health on the way into it. And here... no, Antlions are not of interest to save for. What was the story with Spider? Spider, I don't think I'm getting 7, I think I'm getting 6, right? 1, 2... Wait. 3, 4, 5, that's not 6, that's 5. So I think I'm opening this door, and this door. Let me check that. Is there a 6th attack that I expect to pick up? I know there's one for Greckles. So if that's the case, then there are no... Wait, there's this. Yuck. It's a very bad trade, though. And this, same value. Yeah, the keys are not worth that. Okay, so the answer is no, I will not be getting 6 more attack. Therefore, only think about defense, then. So the ones that are dealing me the largest number of hits are going to be the Mud Babies. That's only 3. Antlions are the fewest, so I want to first... Actually, I want to first use the key that I have. Here. So now I have 1 more defense. Then with that 1 more defense, I will take 1 less damage from this Antlion. Get that key. And might as well get the... Actually, no. Better order is like this. So then with the green that I've decided I am spending here, I have that saved, so if I immediately see an extremely high value thing to do with a green key on the next level, I'll go back and save it instead. But now nothing else of interest stat-wise is happening, so I'm just picking up keys. So I'll come out of this with a lot of yellows. Yeah, so that counts you. So the funny thing about keys is that their value depends entirely on the level layout. I mean, that's kinda true for the other things, but not in the same way. I'll take this now, because there's no reason to wait. I should fight these for the money. There we go, I have enough to go into the treasure crypt now. I don't think I'll be coming back here with a, like, Greckle increasing weapon, which existed in the first RPG. And I expect it to here, too. So then, the question is, do I fight stuff that does me damage and doesn't get me anything other than money? Not yet. So here's that quick save that I'm going to use before peeking in here. Hidden room with Omplik. And that's an invisibility potion. Got some scrolls, a couple of those. Skeleton key.
What's going on in this creepy room?
This is a skeleton key,
Mm-hmm.
which can open any yellow, green, or blue door, or Greckle gate. If you can collect and hold on to all of these, you will visit my final resting place.
Sounds ominous. Besides, I haven't got time for house parties.
Collecting all of them is a challenge, so I provided an additional accessory with each key to help you. Use them well to continue collecting the rest of the skeleton keys. You can only carry one accessory at a time,
Oh, yeah.
so make sure to use it wisely. Only experienced stalwarts have the ability to take on such a daring feat.
Ha! We stalwarts don't need experience. We were born at the peak of our performance. From our first breath, we stand ready for battle. Our first steps are in formation. Our first words, prepare to die. All stalwart mothers live in fear.
Yeah, what was it that Tendry said in his tale? What I lack in skill, I make up for in talent.
I see you have chosen the path of death. Where shall we meet next? At the end of the next area? Or the afterlife?
So I wonder what is the extra challenge here that I incur from this. Is it just the 30 Greckle and 2 gold key, yellow key fee to get in? Or has something special happened? I wonder. Opponents are invisible, enemies not notice you, walk into their tiles without fighting. One room only. Oh. I need a sword to initiate an invisible fight? Double attack power. You don't have a sword yet, so okay. So you know I cannot have a sword. Well, of course, yes, there's a one way and no sword that I can get in this section. Activated accessory, yes, okay. And I can put it down there because that's an accessory slot. Okay. So that is what's here, yes. Alright, yeah, so I'm reasonably confident I could do that on my first pass through here. However, I don't want to. I don't want the pressure of that, and I think I like the idea of building in a second loop once I have full map knowledge and some experience with just playing the entire campaign. So we're going to do a normal run and then a challenge run. So spiders only do 8, they give me 2 money. I'm going to say that is unambiguously worth it in all cases. So any spider I see, I will fight immediately. Now, I say that, but do I wish to buy some of these to make them cheaper? Okay, so I just reloaded. Let's do it again. Tell me about mud babies and spiders. 3 for better mud baby. 4 for better spider. Right, okay, so I'm at that amount. So I have the 5 yellow keys. Where was the other 2 attack I was going to maybe get? Here. Since point-wise that's an even trade and attack is extremely useful, I'm just going to go ahead and pick that up immediately. And yeah, because I can't backtrack, even if it would be a suboptimal trade if I'm continuing this level, which that might not even be true. I may want it anyway, but then there's this. So here's what I'm thinking. I do want to buy... Right, yeah, where the store is, here. I do want to buy this. I'm just going to do it. Here we go. So more defense and 1 more attack, so that lets me hit Wraith Wing and Spider thresholds. So now Wraith Wings are cheaper and spiders... No, not spiders. Wraith Wing and something else. I forget what. Anyway, yeah, so Wraith Wings and spiders I will fight, and lions and mud babies I think I'm going to leave alone. You're a spider. Mud baby leave alone. Wraithwing fight. So what Greckles are these worth? 3? Yeah, so just comparing values, that's not as worth it. So just sweeping through these rooms, looking for anything to do. I guess I can use my map a little more heavily here. So right, there's treasure there, fights here, but those fights are not ones I want to do. Mud babies are worth how much? 3. Yeah, no. So no mud baby or antlion fights. Just not worth it. So right, this is 300 health for a yellow key. A yellow key is worth 400 health. By point value at least. So that's the even trade right in there. So 1 power gem there. Alright, any monsters I want to fight here? No, I think it is time to go. Almost. There's you, and you. And now I think it's time to go. So if this is equivocating 20 Greckles with 1... So this is basically saying 2 Greckles is worth a point if I were to take these as equivalent to key values. Except, this was a shield gem, wasn't it? So if this were a yellow door, that would be worth the trade. It's not, though. It's Greckles. This is less valuable than that. Okay, yeah, so if we judge that way... Yeah, I think the layout of this level is strongly suggesting a Greckle is worth... No, sorry. 5 Greckles is worth a point, that's what I'm saying. No. No, a Greckle is worth half a point. 10 Greckles is worth half a gold key. Yellow key. Why do I always say gold? They look gold. So I will take that valuation into consideration and note that this is a better than even trade and take it. And note that these are even trades and probably take them too. That would spend my Greckles exactly to 0, not giving me any monetary wiggle room on the next floor, but giving me the most health wiggle room. Let's just do it. Okay. So then, have 2. So that was the cleanup I wanted to do. Let's go! Alright, so those be my points. Score 427. And I'm taking 3 yellow keys with me.
Who are you?
Oh, don't mind me. Just noting down some things.
Another Empire spy?
Oh no. Just keeping stock of resources. I've given you a score based on the resources you have.
You're the scorekeeper.
I know what's up ahead, so I can give you some feedback, if you'd like.
I don't need any help from the Empire, but I might as well hear what you have to say.
Bump into me if you'd like to hear my assessment.
So you will examine my stats and tell me whether I'm ready for the next level or not. You will tell me I am well prepared. I am confident in this.
Let's see here. It would appear that you've left some gems behind.
I have, yes.
Raising your stats makes combat cheaper.
I know.
Lower stats will continue to cost you health throughout the rest of this quest. You won't be coming back here, so you have no opportunity to get these missing gems. I predict this is going to become a major problem for you later. You appear to be quite low on keys.
Interesting.
There will be better ways to spend keys later than in this area.
Yes. Huh. Okay, so your assessment was a little different than what I expected. Alright. Well, you know what? I am going to say that I know better than your assessment, and I'm going to move on, because that is the way that I wanted this to go. So you expected me to spend fewer keys and get more power gems. How do you expect that exactly? I guess no, I spent all my Greckles all the way down. I guess I spent some on health instead of stats. Okay. So anyway, that way of evaluating did not match mine. Doesn't mean either one is more correct than the other.
Flooded. Perhaps I can squeeze through these small tunnels to find a way around.
Alright, tunnel tutorial, got it. Anyway, so I'm going with my own judgment, and we'll see how that works out. There's an easy mode here. That's fine. Okay. But yeah, it is funny to me that they said, you've left gems behind, also you don't have enough keys. The only way I could get more gems would be to spend more keys.
Hail and well met, citizen. is it true that tremors have been occurring in this forest?
Hello, Fluff.
Oh yes, there have been many. Monsters have emerged from the cracks. Please be careful. But that's not all. Take a look over there.
Say, what is this strange mist? This doesn't seem like the right weather conditions for fog.
It's certainly not fog. It's a really cold and low-lying mist. These vents have been appearing out of the cracks caused by the tremors. They seem to release this mist when there's nearby activity. I swatted some bugs in this cabin, and now the mist is spread all over the path.
More evidence that these tremors are not naturally occurring. Just what is that blasted underground empire up to? Fear not, citizen. I shall investigate.
Thank you, sir.
That's Kieran Miller's voice, by the way. I recognize that. Bunch of recognizable ones. I'm not calling them all out as I see them. So look at this uncanny 1x1 fluff. Mist, actually. Yeah, so it's just like a quarter tile as it would normally look. So, okay, I have to go through that. Let's see what it does to me.
Oh, this is so cold.
Nothing yet.
I can't stop shivering. I feel so vulnerable. My defense is like the temperature. 0.
He was kind of enjoying that. Alright, so no defense when in fog. Mist. Fog? Mist. I took this route in case it was something that I would like eat as I would go through, and that's the minimum number of steps to get in and out. Okay, so defense reducing thingy.
This forest has a ×2 multiplier, as shown in the status bar near your key inventory. That means the amount of health and stats you earn from potions and gems is doubled. But watch out, the cost of the Greckle Gates has also doubled.
Hi, Nantar, I recognize your voice. Anyway, so, if there is proportional damage, then I should take health as late as possible, but none has shown up yet. And just for convenience, I'm going to take that when it is available. Alright, so anyway, yes, multipliers up to ×2. I came out with 3 keys, so there are mist vents here. Must step there, so I am forced to do this fight and experience what vents are like. I also have to fight a tar baby. Okay.
The mist has dropped that monster's defense to 0. I'm glad it's not just me that feels the cold.
I see how it is. Okay, so, right, you do have some defense, so I do want to propagate that once more. And especially since that will get... No, it grows orthogonally. Twice more? So if I fight both of these, the goblin's defense will go down. Alright, so you first. I could take the Greckle Gate and get out, but I'm not ready for that now. There's nothing I can do about that. That's fine. Right, so that goes up to 140. But yeah, I really want to grow this one more time. It's, if I'm fighting this goblin, which I am, that doesn't have to be now. Why don't I wait on that? In fact, why don't I wait on all of this? So do the minimum. Look ahead since this is mandatory. Oh, I don't have the money. Well, never mind. I guess I'm doing this now. Okay, but I'll leave this room as it is for the moment. Oh. Oh, I need more money. This is just barely possible, so coming in with 0 Greckles means I do have to do all of these fights now. That's fine. That's a valid way to go through here. Alright.
Squishy,
Yeah.
get crushed.
This rock golem's body looks very tough.
50 defense. I cannot quite penetrate it. I'm kind of close, though. Oh, right. Okay, so here's a tunnel, but that's for return only. But if your defense goes to 0... Hello, thin ice. I guess I'll be tunneling back and fighting you, so if I want to return to this area... How much? So you have only 100 health. 160 attack, though. So I'd still have to hit you 3 times. I want to be at, well, more than this. Okay, so choose antlions or mud babies. The antlions are better because the mist won't reach them. If I were to fight this, then that's 140 plus 176, but 68 times 3 is a little less than that. There we go. However, now I can't fight the golem the way that I would want to if I want to fight it. And I have to. Okay. So once again, recalculate. This ends up being better.
Ice forming in rock. Rock cracking.
So that's why cold hurts the golem. And now it's very manageable. Makes a rock golem death sound. How nice. Sure. Ooh, check it out, a puff. Mist-proof. Makes sense. Alright, whoopsie! Please repeat that.
What the grub is that thing? It must have flown out of one of the vents.
Okay, so yes. Whole new thing. So that's how I would fight it, if I wanted to. It's worth how much money? 6? I could also just open this and claim those keys. So I get 1 more key if I delay this fight, and I have these 3, so it's probably fine. Thanks for the map. So that's where I'm going, that's what's standing in my way. Blue keys are there and there. Great. So right, this is a trade notably much better than one that I took for yellow keys. Can I go to a different floor? I don't think I can view a different floor's map from this floor. Like, I have to actually be there. So if I want to look back at what was in Homeland, that's just not very easy to do. I'd have to restore a save. So this tunnel goes over here. And here. Okay, so I get to see these things. There's a green key, shield gem. Bunch of stuff. Alright. So right, things have opened up. What are my current goals? These are all just like little hidey holes that I can use to peek all around. I like that 6 defense gem, that's very nice. I could go straight there right now. Tar babies could get a little cheaper if I had a bunch more attack, but I think that's...
Be careful around those evil eyes. They'll strike you if you step directly in front of them, but they aren't very observant. If you can get behind them, you can deliver an extra blow yourself.
I'm surprised you'd think being observant was their speciality.
Yeah. So I can step there, and your number goes down by that much. If I step here, it hurts! Doesn't matter which way I'm facing. I have 13 money. You look like that. Surprised from behind, strikes in front, etc. So I don't have a green key to go this way, so there's no point in fighting you as it is. You I'd have to fight from the front-ish. Okay, not directly the front. So it is just the one tile where they're looking. Okay. So... I do want to go this way, and there's not much to do beforehand, right? So this is the path with the upgrades on it. You're kind of pricey, oof. But I can mist you. Alright. I think I'm going this way. I can also look at what's up here. Do I wish to use a key to go this way? Yes, definitely. But to take that, I have to do a bunch of stuff on the way out. This is good, maybe I'll wait a little bit. 6 defense doesn't have to happen immediately. So you're hitting me 8 times though, that's a bunch saved. No, that probably is what I want to do. That probably is what I want to do. Let's try it. See how it feels. I think I like it. Okay. So then, down here is the green key that I need. Don't think I'm gonna improve this goblin fight by much, so I'll just have to take it with the amount of health that it costs. Plus 5. Yeah, 5's not gonna happen, right? Now, I can pay for this, but Greco Gates cost double, so no, I can't. Okay, so Grekel's right, because Grekel Gates double in cost, that kind of throws off the calculation with the key comparison that I was doing before. Anyway... yeah, this is going to be an issue. I will be defenseless against this goblin. Oh. That is going to be a big issue, actually. So right, antlions still not going to get much cheaper than this. How much is this going to hurt? No, it goes orthogonally, it's fine. So defenseless versus tar baby will be much less bad than defenseless against goblin. So that went up to 960. This went up to 525, actually. So that was 296 increase. That is still less, but not by much. Well, this gives me a potion. But with the... right, the defense won't help me in the mist, of course. Okay, so I mean, we can just do it this way. So this fight, then this fight, ends with 1092. Other way around... ends with 1054. Yeah, so obviously I want to do the goblin first if I'm fighting these now, and I think I am. Because again, only 4 attack is available here. Unless... I take that and its money, and then I also get this gem. Let's see what that would look like. I'm kind of paying a lot for that. So it's actually better to do it in this order. Now... wait, I could have improved that further. With the money I get from the antlion, I can already have the +2 attack, which doesn't help at all. Never mind. That doesn't make a difference. Right? Because... +9. So it does change the calculation once the monster is defenseless, which makes sense. It would do that. Anyway, this is my choice. So now, let's run this again. 36... no, sorry, doesn't matter. That order does 2001 at the end. This order is 2039 at the end. Yeah, so it flipped it. So now going this way around... no, that's how it was before. Anyway, all of this seems about right. A lot of these are decisions made fairly quickly, but that is something that makes sense to do, I would say. Just to get something done. Like, I don't want to just sit forever and not have anything happen. So I know I'm going this way, so let's look at what's here. I assume you're facing north. The numbers make it hard to see, but there's no other side your eyeball could be on, except northwest, maybe? Anyway, so peeking ahead, Here's what we're looking at. Let me just see if I can spy my next goal. Blue door. So the key is gonna be in here, and I can peek at the room. Okay, next goal. Obtain that blue key. Gonna be fighting a Puff. And I will also need another green key, which I think I saw over here. Yes. Ooh. Okay, well, I'll mist you up. I can damage you now, because I'm 3 over your defense. Anyway, cool. So, that's what we're doing. See you next time.